Last October, I completed my tour of New England by visiting Massachusetts. I spent 2 weeks at a Thousand Trails RV park in Dennis, Massachusetts, and took a few day trips to see the area. It was only a 15-minute drive to Brewster, Massachusetts. My brother told me about an ancient cemetery where supposedly our ancestors are buried. I figured I'd drive by and do a graveyard tour, which isn't creepy at all. But I figured it was getting close to Halloween, so it seemed appropriate for the time of year.
Land of my forefathers, Brewster, Massachusetts.
Simon Crosby must have been an important person in Brewster because his gravestone seemed to be in unusually good condition. His descendants still live in the area, and there is a Crosby mansion nearby that is open for public tours on a limited basis. Although I didn't tour Crosby Mansion, Gus and I did go to Crosby Landing Beach. The town of Brewster has 11 public beaches on Cape Cod Bay. June 15th through September 1st, a parking permit is required to park at the town beach parking lots. But I went in October, so I didn't need one.
Come on. Come on, Gus. Come on. Come on. Come on, Gus. There you go. All right. You can go come over here. Come over here. Yeah. All right. There you go. There you go.
Also, between May 15th and September 15th, dogs are not permitted on the town beaches. But fortunately for Gus, it was the off-season, so he was able to enjoy the beach. In Brewster, low tides can take the shoreline out nearly 2 miles, leaving behind tidal pools of marine life. Gus liked climbing the rocks, but he wasn't interested in going in the water. Next on the itinerary was Cape Cod National Seashore, close to Provincetown. I wasn't interested in driving my motorhome through Provincetown, but there is a Provincetown shuttle bus that stops at Provincelands Visitor Center parking lot.
So I'm at the Provincelands Visitor Center, and the Provincetown shuttle bus drove right past me. I was sitting on the bench at the bus stop. There's a sign that says bus stop. Am I supposed to be like hailing a cab or something? I mean, don't most buses or shuttles like stop at the bus stop and when they see somebody sitting on the bench, open up the door? No, just drove right around. I mean, the next one is coming in an hour, but I don't know if I want to wait around that long.
So I did attempt to get the shuttle bus an hour later. However, by that time, it was so late in the day that there weren't going to be any more shuttle buses to pick me up from Provincetown to take me back to the Provincelands Visitor Center. So I didn't go to Provincetown. I was disappointed, but Gus and I did get the chance to climb the Provincelands sand dunes. It looks like the Sahara Desert, doesn't it? If you're going to climb these sand dunes, it's best to do it barefoot because I had about 2 pounds of sand in my hiking shoes by the time I got back to my RV. We also went to Race Point Beach, part of Cape Cod National Seashore. Beach camping with a permit is allowed. However, camping is restricted to SCV, self-contained vehicles, which is defined as a vehicle with a self-contained water or chemical toilet and permanently installed gray and black water holding tanks with a minimum 3-day holding capacity. Cassette-style toilets are not permitted. They got pretty strict rules. I think that you'd probably need 4-wheel drive to not get stuck in this kind of sand. Unfortunately, I don't think my motorhome can make it. Otherwise, I'd totally camp on this beach. Just in time for Halloween, Gus and I traveled to Salem, Massachusetts and camped at Winter Island Maritime Park. Oh look, there's the Salem trolley. And there's the Salem trolley again at Winter Island Park. I was at Site 10A, but be warned, Sites 1 through 16D are basically in the parking lot, and apparently Winter Island Park is on the Salem trolley tour, so the trolley will drive by and stop to look at you numerous times a day. The park has a bathroom and showers, an RV field. There's tent camping as well. There's Pebble Beach. Winter Island is the site of Salem's first shipyard. A fort was erected in 1643, which was used continuously until the 1930s. After that, the site was used as a Coast Guard station until 1968. And in 1972, the land was reclaimed by the city of Salem for public use and was turned into a public park and urban campground. I'm glad I camped here in October. The color of the leaves against the blue of the water was striking. But also because the city of Salem is famous for its Halloween festivities. The city of Salem was only a couple of miles away from the park, so I left Gus in the RV and walked into Salem to see what was going on. I did a self-guided tour to see some historic buildings. The first church in Salem is one of the oldest churches in the country, organized by the English Puritan settlers of Massachusetts Bay Colony in August of 1629. The Salem Witch House was the home of Judge Jonathan Corwin, who took part in the Salem witch trials of 1692. To say that the city was crowded would be an understatement. There were a number of streets that were closed to traffic, but there were so many pedestrians, I'm sure the restaurants and stores in the area did a lot of business that day. What's going on, Massachusetts? Why so much traffic?